Greetings, mortals, I am the Fallen Shogun and welcome to Fail State, the series where we look at games which exist on Steam or other places to buy which are basically dead in the water. Now we never look at games which are designed to fail, like games are just thrown out, maybe one update and then left to die. We look about games which existed but for whatever reason development stopped. Today's game is Mind the Vikings, which would have been a very nice little Viking colony builder. Let's get into the game. Let's go medium. So this game, as of this recording, has been out for 1 and a bit years. The game was based around you claim a land, as you can see, basic graphics, and you build yourself a little Viking hall and start yourself a small village. Now the game had a huge amount going for it, which we're about to see. Let's see, resilient. Every character has efficiency, they have satisfaction. They have like special abilities, they can be good or bad. And what you did is you picked up your person and you dropped some extra things and they became that. So I now have a lumberjack. And how the game worked, you built a road, which is actually pretty cool. You do this, as you can see, and you can actually curve it. So you can make actual paths which aren't completely straight as it would have been in the olden days. Let's enter that. And then we have a path. And buildings snap to fit to the path, as you can see here. We're going to stick this building here. Oops. Where'd he go? Illusion. And you can build another one here. As you can see, it literally snaps to fit. That one build just disappeared. It actually goes on a little bit of scaffolding. Now people slowly appear. This is Pyromaniac. Yeah, sure, why not? And there's different clans and factions. You actually mouse over and you can actually see what they are. This person is green. This person is red. You can actually see what they're like and stuff like that. As you can see, there's a few issues because it's a very early alpha version. This game was, of course, being sold for money, which I think I bought this one. Some games I get from developers, some games I buy. I'm pretty sure I bought this one. Okay, they just set them on fire. A frost tilt and a bear claw member are brawling. Cool. My clients just set one another on fire. Let's have Thorvard. Yeah, so different clans don't really like each other. So let's see, you are... Can't really mouse over this. So you're green. You're green. You're red. Good. It's going so well. Let's make you a gatherer. As you can see, different groups. So, in the houses, people only live with their clan. There's like several different clans, and obviously the Pyromaniac's going to be an issue. Thanks a lot for burning the berry bush. It seems to me like that thing is just they've set fire to everything they've talked to so far. Not exactly useful, is it? But we'll go with it. Let's have you also go and get me some wood. But yeah, the game was quite interesting. There's only a few things. They were, as the time of going into it, trying to get combat. As you can see, Log Palisade. The attackers are to be added. I doubt that now, but they were to be added. Obviously, there's issues like this Pyromaniac seems to be setting fire to everything they've ever touched. As you can see, which defeats the whole point of them. Let's go away. So hopefully they're dead. Nope. Okay, you're fine. But yeah, every character had their own opinions. Every character had their own abilities. Looks like I did just drown one. Good. And you're meant to have built up and slowly survived attacks and also do other exciting things. Now, the graphics were basic. Obviously there wasn't too much in the way of gameplay. So it was meant to be a prototype and it was being sold. And you can see there are quite a few issues with it, like this. Like the fighting is almost constant. things get set on fire if you have bad, any kind of bad settings. Like that fire was literally anything they saw. But they needed houses, they needed to socialise, they got good moods from having good conversations, they had bad moods from fighting, stuff like that. So there was a large amount of socialisation going on. There was also an entire day and night cycle. And as you can see here, farmland required gatherers level 2. So there's actually an entire bit about levelling up your people and slowly making them do other people's jobs. A little bit like Northlands or Cultures. So there was a huge amount going for it. Obviously graphics were meh, but you know, it was a cheap indie title. Yeah, fine. I suppose I only had one berry gatherer and they just tried to set fire to everything, so I dropped them in the river. Where are they anyway? Okay, where's the other one? They are literally at the bottom of the ocean. Can I get to them? There's a few weird things like that. Are you actually going to come back out? Oh, it's vanished. But yeah. So what happened was, the team, Christmas 2018, if I remember correctly, a two-man team, decided to take a break. You know, quite happy. They just celebrated the release of their game. They'd released a couple of big patches to it, you know, sorted out the AI, sorted out a few things, and they took a break over Christmas. And now, for whatever reason, because I've tried to follow it through, but it seems to be a lot of interesting things and accusations going on, for whatever reason, the programmer stepped away. Oh, look at it, see, lightning is good, you can actually have torches and things. See, this actually has atmosphere. It looks like it'd be a cool thing, because your people go sleep and stuff at night. You can actually have towns and things. You know, actually people keep an eye on things. Look at this. A snow lily. Trap risk. And I got it done by lightning. So there's a lot of really awesome things. Not many games pull off stuff like this. As you can see. Suspicious. But yeah. The programmer stepped away. And obviously the other guy couldn't continue up because he wasn't a programmer. I think he was an artist. But obviously they were sharing the load. So I spent several months just talking about it. The game is still on sale now. And, yeah. They just kept petering out. People get more and more angry about it. Because obviously people do when they learn that the game they've supported, the developers have disappeared. But they're still being sold. Still exists. Yeah, still being sold now. And, yeah. Wait, are you sleeping? Where are you? You're still in the ocean. Yeah, as you can see, there's still a few bugs. And the programmer just walked away. There was ideas of like bringing in other programmers. There was talk about making it open source. But as far as I can tell, conversation is entirely dead now. Completely and utterly dead. There is no choice of bringing it back. At best, it might be open source. I think it's still available to purchase now. Like I say, that's one of the things I'm always a bit about. This game is still being sold as early access, but it's dead. Which isn't really on. My God, only 9 minutes in and already I've basically talked about the whole game. It's one of those games which had unlimited potential. Absolutely unlimited. Like, obviously right now I'm just sort of messing about. Can I not do that? There we go. Absolutely unlimited potential. But there was a fight, an argument. One of the developers, I think if I remember correctly, had burnout. That's what happens. They just have burnout and disappeared. Which is fair. It happens. But rather than just like say the game's ended, wasn't pull it, it's been left up to carry on gathering funds for I don't know what. I don't even know how the money is even split anymore, especially with it being dead. It's a shame they don't actually use the paths and things, but there you are. So yeah, the game is dead. It is right now still quite a fun little village builder. It's quite a fun little village colony builder. Like I was saying, stuff like this where it actually puts them on stilts and stuff. The game looks okay. It obviously doesn't look the best, but it actually looks nice. The paths, you can even build fences and things. There was an awful lot going. And it all just got chucked away. So the development's entirely dead. There's a chance this one could revive in the future. But it's also a chance that this one could revive in the future if they gave the code to somebody else. And there's a very, very high chance, like almost 99%, that's never going to happen. So yeah, if you wanted a lovely little Viking builder, there are many other ones out there. But this one just doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, it's available to buy. It's not worth it. Even on sale, it's not worth it. Like I say, there is stuff to do. You can build your village, you can watch your people move about. But there's not enough to do to warrant any kind of money. Unstable. So you can do this. You can actually put down growth stuff like this. And that becomes a field. That's now a field. We now have a farm. Come here. Get it. But yeah, the clans were meant to fight. There's meant to be many things happening. There's a huge amount of plans in place. Can I really not click you? There we go. There you go. Be my farmer. Get me more food. And it's dead. Still available on Steam. Still exists. You can easily pick up a copy now. But I wouldn't recommend it in any way, shape or form. Like, new Vikings keep on arriving. The town would eventually keep on growing. There's meant to be attacks. There's a lot of things promised. Like I said, I can only talk about the things that were promised. A lot of things were promised. And it looked really good. Like, it's one of those games, I even reviewed this game ages ago. I even got like half-hour footage out of it. But talking about what happened to it doesn't take that long. Doesn't take that long at all. There's not much to point out. There's only a few things to do. Like I say, there's a little bit which can work, a little bit which is fun. Like the palisade, attackers to be added. Guards, not really that useful. A brazier provides more light than a torch. It was designed to have day and night cycles. It's meant to be very much a colony simulation. You watch your people do stuff. You watch them actually live their lives. They needed to sleep. They needed food. Stuff like that. But it all eats more. But it's speedy. Being stuck working around a piece of farmland. Yes, have you. You'll eat more food, but you should... This clicking's a nightmare. Don't have a conversation in the farm. So you'd actually have conversations and like things, but yeah. Oh, they didn't like each other. A frost-tilted bear claw member is brawling. If targeting was better, it'd be better. There we go. Perfect. And there we go. Another game consigned to history. It's not even one many people will care about, to be fair. It's not a big one. It's not like space-based DF9. It's not like... what was that game? I was literally just looking at it. The one I actually put money down. But it's not like any of those. It's just one of the games... Folktale. That was it, Folktale. Just one which appeared briefly, looked really promising, died. And even if you don't care, even if it's one you've never heard of, only 7 people watch this, it's to let you know that you shouldn't touch it. Do not touch it with a barge pole. There are many more fun games out there. Like, I recommend getting Cultures, the good old Viking game, or Valhalla Hills. That was a good game too. And they both work, because they're still being worked on. Or were finished. Like, Northlands was, God, 15 years ago. Fun game, very fun game. But no, this one is dead. It was brought up, it existed, it had great promise, and the programmer walked away. And from the sounds of it, they weren't able to afford another programmer, because it sounds like maybe just friends were doing it. And that's the end of the tale. I mean, I guess not really much else you can do. Are you still in the water? I think they're underground now. Oh well. But yeah, it still looks nice. Like, there's atmosphere here. This looks nice. It would have been a very lovely looking game. I mean, that's just almost... Go away. Do this. Get rid of that. This would have been... a very nice, fun game, which at night time looks really good. It actually gives me black and white vibes. But now it's gone. Do not buy it. Do not touch it. Developers are effectively dead. And I don't know, if you can actually contact developers, see if they'd open source it. But yeah, it's still for sale, as of this video. Don't go near it. I've been the Fallen Shogun. This has been another fail state, taking a very quick look, ironically, at Mind the Vikings. Doesn't exist. Would have done very well. I really do think it would have. Either way, ciao for nows. Be awesome. Be epic. Be seeing you next time.